First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, strike!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, check that. Go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep... 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down carry for Henry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Hold it ready.
On second down, here's Henry.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Play fake. Here's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Attack! Attack!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Yellow! 15!
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
5 yards remain on second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. 15.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Come on.
3 yards remain for second down. Inside handoff, Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Ready. Play action. Here's Willis.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Speedy, elusive, always a threat to get to the quarterback. Frank Clark remains a high-end defender and made his 3rd straight Pro Bowl in 2021.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Back to throw, Willis.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Willis with a quick throw out wide.
Touchdown!
Chigakonkwo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out
by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion is Austin Hooper. After the sack on 1st down, Willis.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done.
On the return, it's Tony.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes.
Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Willis now off of play action.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Wait for this.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. And even 70 yards. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, Willis. He's got the hookup downfield to Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Slot man moves right. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, 43.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Mahomes' throw caught by Gray.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Butker's kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He was true on his first, this a tough one from 49 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Willis backed up near his goal line here. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync. And, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines. And they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 180 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Willis to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal.
One final try here for Willis.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
One final try for Willis.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. An interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. And obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Kansas City,
they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
Let's go. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I said I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me.